Alright guys, it's 5:25 a.m. in Sydney Airport and we're going to Brisbane for a day trip. And this day trip is going to be amazing because we're going to check out 4 commercial and industrial properties. At the end of the day trip, I always have a secret mission. So you guys stay tuned to find out exactly what that secret mission is.
So back in Brisbane now, I'm here about once a month on business trip. And the reason is a lot of my clients still prefer to buy in Southeast Queensland. So Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast, Toowoomba, and everything in between. And the reason is that there's a lot of good opportunities here. There's a lot of growth, a lot of infrastructure spending, and most importantly, you can still buy decent commercial and industrial real estate at a fraction of the price that you would have to pay in Sydney. So there's a lot of growth opportunities for that reason. Yields a little bit better as well. Huge movement as well in terms of population growth here. So there's a lot of fundamental reasons why Brisbane or Southeast Queensland is a good opportunity and still represents good opportunities going forward.
We've just arrived at our first destination, which is this beautiful car yard right next to me. Now, this car yard sits right in the middle of a residential zone. It's not on a highway or anything like that. So the idea for my client is actually buy this car yard and then turn it into a couple of luxury houses like the ones across the road. Now, a couple of properties across the road, they've been selling for 2.4, 2.6, 3, 4, even $5 million. So if we can pick this side up for roughly $2 million, and then we can turn it into a couple of large luxury homes, there's a huge amount of profit in it. So can't wait to get inside and have a look and see if this actually stacks up for us.
All right, we just wrapped up our second inspection and I am pleasantly surprised with what I saw. The reason why we chose this, my client chose this property, is because it is a mixed-use development and it represents really good upside. And let me explain. So the developer developed this residential complex and he kept 3 units to himself. So 1 to use as his office, 1 to rent out as an investment, and 1 to live in. Now, obviously, he's since moved out of the residence and is leased it out to another tenant. The opportunity for us is to buy the 3 as a whole, so paying basically a wholesale price for it. And the reason why the developer is selling is because he wants to fund for another project. So the upside for us is we can buy the 3 lots in one line at a wholesale price and then split it into 3 separate lots and then sell it at retail price and make a profit and make a margin in between. And look, I really like it. The location's great. It's just across the road from the shopping center, literally a stone throw away. You're about 4 Ks from Brisbane CBD. You got heaps of buses, trains, etc. around this area. So it's a really nice central location. I think this property will do really well. So I can't wait to see what the valuer says the property is worth, and then I'll report back. Another reason why I love the building is because there's a sense of community there. So there's a barbershop downstairs and a well-established cafe downstairs as well. So I spent a few minutes talking to the cafe owner there, and they've actually been in this building since new. So they've been here about 6-7 years now, and they really loved it. And one of the comments they said was a regret not moving to this location earlier. So there's also a park, just around the corner from this building. So it really gives me a sense of community. And I think whoever ends up living here or working out of this location, I think would also feel that sense of community as well. So I think just the building itself, the amenities that's close by, and the amenities, within the building itself and the neighbors makes this building really, really attractive. And I think it'll do really, really well. So we're heading to our next property now. So heading to Brendale. So Brendale's north side of Brisbane. It's about 20 minutes drive north of Brisbane CBD. The warehouse we're going to look at is very unique because it is already strata titled. So there's 5 units in one complex. So I want to check it out. I want to see how the building is configured, whether or not it is suitable for further, subdivision and selling. So can't wait to see it. Once I get on site, I'll be able to share more information. Okay, we just wrapped up our inspection in Brendale. What a great building. You'll see from the video that internally, they've done a really good fit out. The question now is, how long is the tenant going to stay? Now, our strategy for this property is to buy it as a whole and then sell the strata units individually when it becomes available. The question is, if the tenant decides to stay for another 3 or 4 years, we won't be able to execute that strata subdivision strategy. But if they move out a little bit earlier, which they possibly could, then that's great. That means we can then strata and on-sell it a lot faster. So one of the key things is we have to go back and study the lease and see what it says. If there's an opportunity for us to bring that vacancy forward so that we can then sell the strata units individually, then I think this is a really good opportunity.
All right, guys, well, we're nearly towards the end of our trip, and you guys got to see what my secret little mission was. So, you were making a bunch. Well, besides that, overall, it has been a successful trip. We checked out a bunch of properties, and they all look really, really good. So if you enjoy content like this and you want to see more behind the scenes of what a commercial buyer's agent does, then definitely subscribe. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.